But there's talk of warrants being issued against the Israeli Prime Minister and other senior officials. I mean, is that going to play out? And if it does, what does it mean for running the country in the middle of a war?
Well, Peter, you know what lawfare is. This is the international version of it. This is an out-of-control agency that has got no evidence, has asked no questions, has not been fair to both sides. The International Court of Justice is a different beast. The Israelis have appeared before that, and they have made various statements about Gaza that the South Africans had the right to make an appeal. They did not say that there was proof of genocide. But the International Criminal Court, it begins with Israel, but it'll go to the United States next. And it'll come to Australia and all of the Western democracies. It's a terrible idea, and both the US and Israel are not signatories to it.
The US Navy, after 80 years, is back in PNG.
Yes, I think this signals the growing dominance and influence of China, as we know. People are...
So this is a preventative measure?
Preventative thing, deterrence through, exercising our military muscle, all of there. And, that makes sense as China grows. But I think the overall backdrop is the US is weaker. The leadership doesn't exactly come across strongly right now. And it's getting stretched too thin with its involvements in these different parts of the world. So that's something that worries people. But for now, at least, it's one step towards the deterrence.
But Jack Keane's right, Kosher, isn't he, that the US doesn't have enough defence expenditure. They're spreading out their fewer and fewer assets to more and more bases. That's understandable because they want to diffuse where the Chinese can hit. But, aren't spending enough to build the Virginia-class submarines for themselves, let alone the ones that have got to come for us. They're only going to build one this year. Wow. Come on, Joe Biden, lift your game.
They're running out of money. That's the issue.
Yeah.
That is the issue. And, of course, we've got all these issues with Ukraine too, haven't we, Michael?
We have. We gave $100 million
and we can't, sorry to jump in, we can't even open our embassy there. That is just embarrassing.
Well, it was embarrassing that Richard only went to Lviv. I went to Kiev. You just get on a train and go there like President Biden did, like Boris Johnson did. It's, very strange not to go.
It's inside the border, isn't it?
It's just inside. I mean, what was he afraid of? And it's an example of why that ambassador of ours, amongst the 52 countries that have got their embassies back there, isn't there. The DFAT has got an obsession against Ukraine, and I wish Richard would just tell them to re-establish the embassy there. How can we not have an embassy there? It's the centre of the world's biggest conflict.
Yep. Grow a backbone. Grow a backbone. Thank you both.